I hate rocks. I hate rocks. I really hate rocks. I'm Tony Fast, and my family's been blessed to be able to farm in Montana for over 100 years now. A lot has changed in those 100 years, and it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have and blessings from our Savior Jesus Christ. Well, we ended up around 8-9 tenths of rain. So we got trucks to unload, and then we're going to send this truck to town to go pick up some screenings that we had cleaned out of some lentils from last year. So go dump this truck and get going with today's work. Maybe. We put this conveyor down yesterday afternoon because of the rain that was coming, and I didn't know if we have some strong winds that might tip it over. So I'm going to set it back up on the auger, or the conveyor back up on the bin, and dump a couple trucks. And it's raining again. Well, we're done with the narrow, skinny tires, so it's time to go put the wide floats on so we can do some fall spraying. We put the narrow ones on in the summer, so if we have to go do any fungicide work, or if we have to go do any desiccating to kill some weeds in some of the crop, which is rare. We rarely do that. Then we don't drive down so much crop. So now that threat of that, or the need for that is over, we are going to put these other wide tires on, and then we're ready to do some fall burn down. Got the NASCAR tryouts going this morning. I want to go up and see if we can get trucks into the combines. That road's pretty sticky up there normally when it gets wet, and it could be soft, so I guess we can use the grain cart if we have to. Oh my, that is really nice and straight. Well, this should make getting trucks in and out of here fun. This is going to make cutting challenging. I don't think we're going to be able to cut up here because we got too many water holes along the road. Ended up with about twice as much rain as they're forecasting, so might be moving combines out to home to cut there instead. So not really sure, just trying to check out the roads right now and figure out what to do. Well, it's just too wet up here on the road. We're gonna move combines home. We can cut around there, I think, and go from there. Guess we'll be back up here in a couple days. Hopefully it doesn't rain anymore. But there is like 1/10 of an inch of rain in the forecast, which doesn't seem like much, but when the ground's this wet, it will hold us back a little more. So I'm gonna go move this combine up to the header trailers, take the header off, and hopefully those guys will be up here pretty quick, and we'll get the other combine and cart on the road, get out of here. Where do you suggest we find this can?
Those are easy to find. You can buy those on eBay.
As long as they're not made in China, we might be onto something.
could probably get away with making your own too.
Yeah, we might have to find a used like oxygen tank, let's say acetylene tank or something like that.
That would be sweet. Or just use black powder.
I was thinking diesel fuel and fertilizer.
I think you should stop talking on the radio.
You brought this up.
Not on the broadband, I didn't. Hello, everybody listening.
Well, we're cutting it home. One of the combines, and we got into the yard and had a hydraulic leak on it, and there was a pinhole in a steel line. So we got that pulled off. Picked up a hose in town that was supposed to fix it. It had the wrong ends on it. So I just went and tack welded it. We'll see if it holds. I put the header on that combine here in a minute, and I'm going to give it a shot. But that storm's coming again. Chance of rain again tonight. So cutting good right now. We do have a mess of buckwheat in here, and it is not good. I wish we could get rid of this stuff somehow. We've tried all kinds of different things, and it might just come to planting peas later, which we don't want to do because they have to beat the heat for flowering. But if we can wait a little longer and spray them with Roundup, that might be our only option in the future. So I don't know. Guess we'll hope for some new chemical that would work to be safe on the peas that will kill the buckwheat. Would be a great benefit to us. But for right now, we're just going to have to use some other crops on these fields to take care of that. So that's all I know. Not much. So far, so good. Looks like he's running. Well, these clouds aren't looking any more promising. Kind of going north of us, but all this stuff down here kind of just keeps on building in. So that is a funky looking cloud. We're not making hardly any dust anymore, and we have moisture on the peas is starting to come up. So we're going to get back by the yard there and shut down for the night. It's getting too tough. When the peas get tough, the plants get tough out there, they don't break down real easy when they get into the rotor. The rotor is what separates all the thrashes the seeds out of the pods. And when that rotor can't thrash them out because it's tough, that residue will fill up the modules and the concaves. And the slots that the peas will normally fall through will plug off, and we can't get the seed to fall through, so it goes out the back of the combine. So we're kind of crawling along really slow right now, just trying to get back to the yard for now. So we'll make this as awkward as we can. Rob's been here for, what, 8 weeks now? 9 weeks?
9 weeks.
Should have introduced you like 9 weeks ago, I guess. But Rob's also here from Southeast Community College on an internship. But his internship is up on Friday. But he has decided he's going to stick around at least through harvest. So that's helpful. And he's got to get back to his farm in where?
Wallace, Nebraska.
Wallace, Nebraska. So he's another case guy, so it works out good. Probably wouldn't have hired him if he was a John Deere guy. Hi, Nick. Bye, Nick.
Later.
A few things maintenance-wise to go over. We got both combines here at the shop, as well as a swather. But I heard a tick last night in my feeder chain, so I'm going to run it backwards here now and see if I can't figure out what's going on. I can see it from the cab, or have one of the guys check it out. Oh, there it was. Well, we're just going to take the header off because it's way easier to get to that bar that way. So that's the plan. Yeah, weird different sizes.
don't need it. That's the one I wanted. Here, sorry. I gotta get air gun.
Yeah, go get an air gun.
Yeah. I could have got an air gun.
So this can be straightened in the press, or you gotta run back and see if we got one back on the old feeder chain. Just take one off and we'll put that on instead.
Yeah.
So grab, you can run back to the impact.
Where's that?
There should be some laying on that, right next to that flat bottom bin. That is from a rock. I hate rocks. I hate rocks. I really hate rocks. I think now you have to use the hammer. Coming in hot. Just like the plane. Fixed it.
Fixed what?
You say something to the camera? It's recording.
Hi.
Let's go cut some peas again. I think all the humidity and dew has dried up, so the neighbor over there, he's making dust. Let's go make some dust too. Different colored spots compared to the rest of the field here. These are all spots from that heavy rain that drowned out. The peas were already fairly tall, so that's why there's some peas out here, but there's no actual peas in the plants, just the plants are there. So we're just kind of cleaning them off so they're easy to get through next spring. Just kind of shredding it up with the combine, and yeah, you can see where it gets really nice and thick on the edge where it didn't drown out, but it had all that extra moisture, and then it just turns into what the rest of the field's like, kind of weedy. Really need to figure out how to get rid of this buckwheat and peas. Like maybe not plant peas anymore. I don't know. We have to try some different timing on getting, getting in the field a little later. Maybe we can get that buckwheat killed pre-plant with a sprayer or something like that. But that is our biggest challenge right now in the pulse, raising peas or lentils, any of the pulse crops, is our wild buckwheat. It's not on every field, but the fields that it's on, it's a real challenge. I see a delivery coming. Wonder what it is. I bet you it's tasty. Not for me. That'll work. Thank you. Love you too. See ya. It's 9:30. Way earlier than we normally shut down, but it's humid out again. So with the rain we had earlier this week, the humidity's coming up pretty high in the night. So we're shutting down. Maybe tomorrow we run later, and then there's rain in the forecast again. So what's up, I guess. So see you in the morning. Sun's shining, wind's blowing. I bet you we get cut in here pretty quick. Who's gonna run grain cart today, and who's gonna dump trucks? We got 3 options: Indian leg wrestle, regular arm wrestle. We'll get 4: thumb wrestle, or rock paper scissors. or you can figure out like two men.
What's this? Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. That's 2 hours.
Wait, now which one are you doing?
Yeah. I'll probably just drive the tractor.
Okay. Field, picked up the header. Another big rock. Throw that one out here in the pasture. I won't bother combine again. Wow. That's a good one. Bye-bye. Yeah. So Natalie's got a joke for you.
Why did the combine have to go to the bathroom?
You know why? Pretty clever.
Because he was full of peas.
That's a good one. Also, artwork. Dry erase whiteboard markers work awesome on glass. What do we got here, Natalie?
A combine full of peas ready to dump.
Yeah, waiting for the green cart to come unload them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so tired of gophers. I just went like 30 feet and got into another one. Well, we're on our last field of peas here at home. And it's an 80-acre field. After this, we're planning on blowing combines out. We're going to put the wheat concaves in and go try cutting some winter wheat. We do have a quarter section of peas back up north to finish cutting, but we figure we'll cut our winter wheat here, go up there, cut those peas, and then we're going to head over to the east side of the farm and cut that winter wheat there. So kind of switch back and forth a little bit to finish up the peas, but they're just going to make it that much quicker with moving and not having to move twice and all that. So it's a plan. Last field of peas here at home, almost done peeing. Almost. We got all the peas off. Heading back to the yard so we can get some concaves changed out. We'll go try cutting some winter wheat. We took these concaves out. They call a large wire, and they're big to let the peas come out because the peas are so big. These are what we put in. Lot smaller gap for the wheat to come out. Did a little 7-acre field already. Machine seemed to be running right, so we're gonna go jump into a quarter section here now before it rains again.